Hey guys, day 3 of the intensive course. We were lucky enough to have Susan Messing to teach us. So Wednesday was more of like a freestyle session from Susan. She just taught us the things she thought was valuable for the day. Yeah, first hour of the class was all object work, but I mean, she was throwing stuff at us that so many different things, and a lot of them we had no idea how to do it properly. So I mean, it was very much like a mixed bag of things. Like we went from painting, oil painting, changing a car tire, um, repairing glasses, ironing, sewing, a whole range of things, and a lot of the object work we didn't really know what we were doing, like tuning a piano or whatever. Um, so it was very tough. That hour was, I guess, very exhausting. And by the end of it, I guess the key takeaways were even if you don't know what you're doing, if you're not experienced in a particular area, just be confident and just stick with what you're doing. Don't be confused or disinterested. One of the tips was be interested in what you're doing, because if you're not interested, the audience won't be. And another thing was to, if something feels weird, if you feel a bit uncomfortable, go even harder, right? Improv is a chance for us to, have fun and to do things we wouldn't do in real life, or things that we don't normally do. So, it's really like just a chance to have fun for adults. So don't be afraid to, try new things, be a little bit quirky and out there. One exercise we played was a group of 4 people would get up on stage and we'd pick a object work, an activity. 2 people would be really good at it and the other 2 would be really bad. Yeah, and it was just really interesting. So the point was just to be truthful and to show that being bad at something can be very entertaining. And 2 of the techniques we were exploring for comedy were repetition and heightening. So, for example, there was a group of 4 that were sewing. 2 people were very good at it. The other 2 were obviously having difficulties, and it just got funny as it went on. So the 2 people that weren't good at sewing, they were getting quite frustrated. It wasn't working for them, and there was that repetition involved around, they couldn't get the material in, and then there was heightening around getting frustrated, hitting the machine or ripping up the material. And it was also pretty funny seeing the contrast between those struggling and then the people that were really good at it, especially when those that were good at it were really nonchalant and not paying attention. Like they were doing their thing, and the people next to them were like getting really frustrated and really animated, and they were just continuing on with their activity and not even paying attention. So that was, funny. But the other thing we were sort of ran through is, improv don't try and be funny in improv. Be real and the funny will find itself. Like obviously the big difference between stand-up and improv is stand-up needs to have the funny in it. Improv, you'll find the funny, and that was another bit of feedback. The other thing is don't fall into the habit of playing the same characters. I think we have a few go-to characters that we play. I know I do. So it's been a common theme throughout this week. But yeah, be free and be bold and make bold decisions and play different characters. You'll be surprised. You'll figure out things about yourself. You'll figure out new characters which you didn't know you had. Also, in terms of going to default things, we tend to have default names that we use in scenes where we call the other scene partner a particular name. I know in our LMA group, Stacy was the popular girl's name, and Steve and John were common guys' names. So a bit of feedback for that is just really observe your scene partner, see what they're doing, what they look like, and try and name them according to what you think they look like to you. And that was it. It was a cool session, good session from Susan. It was really a freestyle. We did a lot of different things. And I would say the key takeaway was, just be free to be you, make bold decisions. if you feel uncomfortable, just go harder and yeah, have fun. That's what improv is all about. It's about being bold and having fun and exploring new characters and finding out new things. And that's it.